Hey art friends! So our power came back on, so now I can be inside and showing you how to draw the pumpkin. You should have watched a video about Yayoi Kusama and some of her artwork. Like I said earlier, I got to see her work in person, and I'm going to put a few pictures from when I got to see it down below this video. Also, I'm going to show a picture of an example of Kusama's pumpkins. She's very famous for her polka dot pumpkins. And that's what we're going to be making today. So here's my example that I made. And I'm going to show you step by step so you can follow along with me. You're going to need a clean piece of paper, something to draw with. I'm using a Sharpie so you can see it, but you should probably use a pencil. You're also going to want to use something to color with. So crayons probably work best. You can use colored pencils, markers if you have them, or if you have it, you can use paint. So we're going to draw something first. To draw the pumpkin, I want to draw each little section of the pumpkin. So I'm going to start with the middle one. So in the middle of your paper, you're going to draw an oval. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's actually better if it's not perfect, because in real life, pumpkins are not perfectly round, perfect circles. They've got bumps and all sorts of things going on. So your oval should look like this. And now I'm going to draw some more of the curves of the pumpkin. So on this side, starting at the top, I'm going to draw a curve that comes all the way down and then comes down to the bottom of that first oval. So it should look like this. Then I'm going to draw a second curve, same thing, starting at the top of this one and coming all the way down and meeting at the bottom, just like that. Then on the other side, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to start at the top. Make sure you start at the top because it looks kind of weird if you start down here. Always start at the top. And bring that curve all the way down to the bottom. And you always want to bring it to the bottom because once again, it would look weird if you stopped it up here. All right, same thing. Start at the top. Bring that curve to the bottom. And now I've got my pumpkin shape. So the last step, I'm going to add a stem to the top. Now, if your oval is really, really big, you can add one more curve in here. That's fine. Some people have had to do that. For my stem, I'm just going to draw a little curved line at the top like that, and then bring it down diagonally like that. Now, we're going to add the dots just like Kusama. I used black on this example, but you can use whatever color you want. I suggest you probably want to use a dark color for your dots and then a lighter color for your pumpkin. So I use this black for the dots and then a light green for the pumpkin. But you can use whatever colors you want. So I'm going to use this blue-violet for these dots. And I'm going to start making big dots in the middle here. So I just drew a circle and then color it in. And then another circle, color it in. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way down the pumpkin. Just like that. If you have room, you can do more than I did. All right, and now on the sides, I'm going to do more dots, more circles, but this time they're going to be a little bit smaller, so not quite as big. And because of that, there's going to be more of them because I have more room. So they're on that side. And you can kind of make them curve. They don't have to go in a straight line down. This first one did because that's in the center. But all of these are going to curve because they're going to follow the line that we drew. So this part is pretty easy. It just takes a while. Then I'm going to do even smaller dots. next to that. So little. Here I did 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes, but I don't have as much room on this one, so I'm only going to do 3 different sizes. So I got the big ones in the middle, and then a little bit smaller, and then these teeny tiny ones going all the way down. Don't make your dot like that, because that doesn't look like a polka dot, and that's harder to see. You want to actually draw a little tiny circle with your crayon or whatever you're using. All right, now I'm going to go on to the next one. So I have room for these big dots, so I do the big dots first. And see how I'm curving it this time? I'm just following the lines that I had drawn when making my pumpkin. All right, I won't do the whole thing, but each one is going to have the same size dots. You're going to just repeat that in each section of your pumpkin until it's completely filled, just like this example. And then you're going to take whatever color you're using with it. So like I said, you want to get kind of a lighter color because I'm going to take this pink now, because the pink is a little bit lighter than purple. And then I'm just going to color in the whole pumpkin. And the reason I said to take a lighter color is because I just wanted to go over everything. I'm coloring lightly too, all around my dots. And if I had a darker color, it would be hard to see my dots. So you want to color that whole thing in. And I'm also coloring it in the same direction of the pumpkin. I'm not coloring it this way or this way. I'm coloring it the way that the pumpkin was drawn. So just up and down, slowly going across. See? So now I got that part colored in, and then after I do my dots, I'll be able to color in the other parts too. And then last part is your stem. You can color your stem whatever color you want. All right, and then you'll have a wonderful, beautiful Kusama pumpkin. And if you want to do more than one, you can. Make sure that you show it to me and submit it below or above, wherever the button is. All right, have fun.